Today we're making pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. And while it's pumpkin season, it's everywhere. So if you can't beat them, join them. Let's get going. Okay. All right, so I have 3 cups of flour in my bowl. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice mix. Really, you can find this in the store pretty much any time of the year. It's the best thing since sliced bread. It's amazing. It's really good. Also, to my dry ingredients, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of flax. This is ground flax. It's really good for you. It's got a lot of omega-3s. And because we're making something sweet, we're trying to add in a couple of other things that are going to be really good for you. So a little flax. These are really my dry ingredients. So I'm just going to stir it around a little bit. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I forgot my baking soda too. I need 4 teaspoons of baking soda. So, we want these muffins to expand a little, and the pumpkin is actually going to make them a little dense. So make sure you put in your baking powder. Okay, that's my dry ingredients. To that, I am going to add 2 cups of, I have almond milk here, but you can use regular milk. You can use whatever milk you like. I have a whole cup of pumpkin. Now make sure you're not buying pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie mixture. You want real pumpkin here. And then I also have 1 stick of butter that's going into the pot. I'm also putting in some vanilla bean paste, which is amazing stuff. And again, to kind of up the goodness, I'm just going to up the protein a little bit by adding in some Greek yogurt. It's kind of like the flax. Nobody's really going to know it's there. It's not going to change the texture of the muffins. Everything's going to go really good. So before I add in my nuts and my chocolate, I'm going to drop in 2 eggs and I'm going to stir this around. Be right back. Okay, so with any pumpkin mixture, you want to make sure that you're not over mixing it. So if you look in here, you can still see a little bit of flour. That's totally fine. Once you over mix your any muffin mixture, you're never coming back from that. So just be careful. So I'm putting in maybe a little more than a cup of nuts. These are toasted pecans. You can put whatever nut you want, or you can leave out the nuts. I'm also going to add in 2 cups of, I have milk chocolate chips here. Again, add in whatever kind of chip you want, but this is really what makes the pumpkin muffins amazing. That little bit of chocolate is going to go a long way. So I'm just going to stir in the nuts and chocolate, again, not over mixing, and then we'll scoop them into our muffin tins. Okay, so before I started mixing my mixture, I went back to my recipe to check that I had everything. Guess what I forgot? I forgot sugar. So it's just a good thing to learn. If you're baking, following a recipe is really helpful. I'm horrible at following recipes, and so I double checked and I forgot my sugar. So these muffins would not be good without the sugar. I have a cup of sugar in there. So now I'm going to mix everything in. We'll be right back. Okay, so batter's ready. We are going to scoop into each muffin tin. So you want it that full. We're going to put it into a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes, and we'll show you the product at the end. Okay, so when you use pumpkin in any recipe, chances are you're not using the entire can. So what do you do? Now, I already doubled this recipe, so what do you do with the rest? So everybody should know Rusty, our dog. Pumpkin's really good for dogs, and so I took the remaining of my Greek yogurt and I put the rest of the pumpkin in here, and I'm taking a big scoop and I'm going to just scoop out little blobs of the pumpkin and the yogurt. I'm going to freeze this in the freezer, and then this is basically we tell Rusty this is ice cream for him and he loves it. So that's what you do with your extra pumpkin if you don't know what to do with it. Okay, here are the finished muffins. The one thing you want to be considerate of when you make your muffins and they come out of the oven, let them sit and cool completely before you dive in. Otherwise, they'll get little holes in them and they won't be good. So, bon appetito.